Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today, I had a conversation with Clapingotutor, Mr. Anindya, where he talked about how he became a great communicator. So without further ado, let's get started. And yes, do subscribe to my channel if you liked it.
Hello, Ravish.
Hi, Anindya. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. Thank you very much. And how have you been, Ravish?
I'm doing fantastic. I'm doing great.
Okay, where are you from?
I am from Bihar. However, currently I put up in Noida.
Oh, that's nice. That Noida, because work has taken you there?
I'm sorry, what was that?
I said that you're able to hear me, right, Ravish?
I can
Clearly?
hear you, yes.
You're right. I say that Noida, because of work has taken you there?
That's correct.
That's great. And what do you do, if I may ask you?
I have been working for a US-based organization. I'm into recruitment. Yeah.
Uh-huh. So when you say that I'm into recruitment, so who do you recruit, sir?
We've been working for US-based clients, and we've been working for different clients altogether. We work for IT positions, yeah,
Okay.
and then get other requirements.
And how long you have been doing this?
Almost like 10 years now.
Great, great. And, absolutely. Your job would be, how would I how would I slot it? I really don't know. Should I call you a recruitment consultant? Will that really make you happy? Or, I mean, how do I put it across?
I have
Besides,
been actually into operations at this point in time. Earlier, I was doing a recruitment based job, but that's again a part of our position. I mean, anything if you're into recruitment industry and doing whatever you are doing, that's directly, indirectly, you are uh, contributing towards recruitment itself. So you can say anything. I mean, anything would be fine.
uh-huh, great.
Yes.
So that triggers me to ask you many questions, but the first question, obvious, would be I'll park that aside for a moment now and rather ask you that what brings you to Clapingo?
I joined Clapingo because I thought there are so many, learned teachers, very good speakers, of course, confident speakers. I found people, yeah, and then I would say they're professionals again. They speak so well, and then I thought that once I joined them up, I would get an opportunity to talk to them and perhaps better my English.
Ah, I think you speak reasonably well, Ramesh, and but nevertheless, I think that includes me. We all have room for improvement.
Absolutely. That I truly believe that there is a room of improvement. And since this is not our language, so
Right.
you get to know a lot many things, a lot many new things when you meet people up on different platforms or in person or whatever ways that you would like. And then you come to know, and learn so many new things. So that I truly believe.
Great. So, if I had to ask you regarding your journey of learning English, how
Okay.
how would that be?
Remember, it's been around, I think, 15, 20 years.
Mhm.
Because as I said, learning is a very long term process wherein
Yes.
you have to devote yourself in order to understand the nuances and a little bit of say small things which makes you a better person or a better speaker or a better learner as day progresses on, right? So
Mhm.
I have been working on my English for past like 15, 20 years, and I'm still learning. I'm still trying to be onto that level where I can be a fluent speaker, I suppose.
I think you are doing pretty well in terms of your communication. And as I say this, Ravish, I'll share this with. I've been saying this to my other learners too. It is always that wonderful, opportune moment that you really strive on, from where you're moving from, rather should I say that you're transitioning from good to great.
Exactly.
So if you're good at something, so you're transitioning to the next level. You would be surprised, Travis, that if you look at me, now that you've spoken to me for a while,
Mm-hmm.
I really don't know how do you rate my language. At that point, there was a time then when possibly I was in sixth grade. My parents were summoned to the school by the school principal because there, there was a day when he was conducting an English language class, and
Mm-hmm.
I was expected to throw out a perfect sentence in English, which I could not deliver.
Okay.
So, and as a result of which, my parents were summoned. So you could understand that young boy who was in sixth grade
Mm-hmm.
was not that mature enough to understand, to read between the lines, but what he could decipher from the conversation that the principal and the parents were having is that, your money is getting trampled under feet, Mr. Roy, saying this to my father.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't use this language, but I am using this language. That's what he meant, that your money is going down the drain. So please take him out and put him in a government school. All that I remember that I was made to stand under the scorching heat of the sun. And I could,
My God.
yeah, I felt that somehow my parents were getting humiliated because of my inability to form or speak crisp English. Fast forward 22 years after, I worked for a British company.
Mm-hmm.
I became an
Okay.
academic. Yeah, I take a lot of pride in saying this, but I'm not here to brag about myself. That was the turnaround story which I told you.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
2 years after, 3 years after down the line, I started representing my school at maybe at district level, state levels, and yeah, because if you have to tell me that how did it happen, Anindya?
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, brother, I don't have a one fit size answer for that because you have to understand that I belong to the Stone Age where there was no YouTube,
Yeah.
there was no Google.
Right.
I remember even requesting my uncle and aunt who were there in States actually. And they used to bring me those video cassettes of native speakers having conversation between them. And I find it so silly to tell this, but I'll do this, I'll share this, that I used to kind of absorb it. I mean, play it umpteen number of times and watch them how they speak to each other. Pause the video and just replicate the way they would have spoken. And in a process, maybe, after some time, if you really look at my accent, it is neither British nor American. It is somewhat in between.
Perhaps neutral accent, Indian?
Yeah,
Indian
absolutely.
one?
Yeah. And I really don't want to designate this as some accent, but what I'm trying to tell you is, brother, I think, Ravish, all the while that I spoke to you, I was pretty much understandable. Am I not?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Without any doubt.
Yeah. So
Yes.
that so that's what I'm trying to tell you is that so it's okay. And I really liked the way you started the conversation because, to be very honest, we don't get to see somebody with this level of communication, at least not that I have experienced. Yes, I have met, definitely I have come across certain individuals who have come onto this platform for a trial session and they wanted to acquire advanced English skills.
Okay.
And I also tell this too, and I'll share this with you also, Ravish. So when you say that I want to really learn and pick, that would be a nice journey, pleasant journey. Let the journey be pleasant for you. So what I
Sure.
would urge you and encourage you to that, please be kind to yourself, Ravish. You speak well, and always celebrate
Absolutely.
those. Yeah, you celebrate those moments which you know, rather not get into that state of remorse which you don't know.
Okay, so I would love to hear a little bit more about yourself. What else? I mean, you've been doing, what is your educational background? What you've been doing so far, apart from this Clapingo?
Uh, had a very kind of a mixed corporate stint, I would say. I have been all throughout in sales and marketing. I mean, having worked with some of the, I'm blessed to work with some of the finest MNCs in India. And
Very nice. I am sure that you'd be, since you've been into marketing and sales, and they are so good at communication. They're so good at presentation. I would say they come up with this, whatever you have, you know how to deliver and influence people. In order to make the deal done. Yes.
yeah,
Yeah. Go on. I'm sorry. I cut you
no,
in the
it's
middle
okay.
of
It's okay.
the
It's
conversation. Go on,
all,
please.
so not sure if I had influenced, but what I can tell you, Ravi, is that I definitely made some great relationships over the past 22 years. Right? And
Okay.
if that you call influence, I'll take that. But what I did was, I have struck some magical relationships with clients, with the stakeholders in my journey. Right? That's what I did actually.
Okay.
And yes, so it was a mixed kind of sales and marketing into the various industries, across multiple industries, insurance, print media, and I had a brief stint with education also, I would say
Mhm.
that. But yes, then I realized I was made to understand that somebody made me understand very strongly that, hey, you speak well, so go ahead and possibly you can help people to help them speak better. And that's how I possibly got associated with Clapingo. And yeah, the last year, 2021, when I came out of this corporate rut,
Mhm.
finally, and that's when I started. So what I do is, if you ask me, I do a bit of consulting myself, independent consulting.
Okay.
Yes, and I'm so fortunate to having a conversation, a wonderful conversation with you. Otherwise, unless I would have been a part of this platform, how would I have met you, Ramesh? Right? So that's what I feel. That it gives
Very
me,
nice.
yeah, it gives me those finer edges, I would say.
Okay.
That's about me, Ramesh. And I just acquired my Google Level 1 certification last year because
Mhm.
technology is something which fascinates me. And that's how, yeah, I get very fascinated by technology. So this is a
So
side gig.
did you get any certification from Google or what?
Yeah, yeah. It's a certification where Google has a couple of tiers. So this was level 1 certification for me, wherein
Okay.
and then you move to level 2 and then so on, and you go on to become a master trainer and all that.
Very nice. Great.
So
Okay.
I do not know where would I end up in this journey, but yes, communication is something which yes I am passionate about.
And I would certainly like to say that good luck for your future endeavors. And I'm sure that whatever you would like to be, would like to achieve, and hopefully you get that. And my best wishes are for you,
Thank you so
with you.
much. I wish you all the same to you, Ravish. Is there any concerns or anything that I may help you with, Ravish?
Uh, Concerns as such,
Nothing as such, I believe.
I don't. That is not coming to my mind at this point in time. I simply thought, to talk to the people, and then if there is any topic given, we can probably have a discussion on that.
Wonderful. So,
And
which
meanwhile, if we get any such things which I'm not able to understand, I'll certainly interrupt and ask you,
oh,
because
please.
learning never ends. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. It is absolutely would be an immense pleasure to do that, provided I'm eligible and qualified to answer that. But yes, I hope I will.
Okay. All right.
And which means you are interacting with different speakers on this platform, right? That's what you're
I think
doing.
this is my second session. The
Is
very
it?
first one I missed one session, all because of the timing mismatch, and then I had I think two other sessions with two other speakers, and then
Mhm.
and this is the third one, I suppose. Yes, this is the third one. So
Ah,
yeah, I did not have too many sessions before. It's just the third one uh, with Clapingo.
okay, lovely. And you said you're in Noida now, right?
I am, yes.
Yeah. So people in Delhi, they say we are from Delhi. People in Noida, they say we are from Noida. And people in Gurgaon, they say Gurgaon. But for me, geographically, it's all about Delhi. And let me tell you this. I was in Delhi for almost a period of 4 years, I would say.
Four
I used,
years?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
What part of Delhi?
Dwarka.
Dwarka? All right. Okay.
Because I was there in Dwarka, Ravish, when Dwarka was building up, actually.
Okay. How long
And
back?
as I said, I belong to Stone Age, so you should be able to calculate. In the year 2001, I was there in the.
2001.
Where were you then?
Did you say 2001?
Yeah, 2001. Yeah.
Oh, all right. No, no, I was actually in my 11th standard that
Yeah,
point in
that's
time.
so see, I told you that I belong to the Stone Age. You have to realize this. I used to work for Hindustan Times.
Ah,
So, and
lovely.
yeah, so I was the center in charge for Dwarka. I was responsible for this daily sales.
Hmm.
My interaction would be with initially with these vendors who ideally deliver newspapers at your doorstep.
All right.
So
And where are you located right now?
I'm in Kolkata, sir, West
Kolkata.
Bengal.
Okay. All right. Perfect.
So,
Very
so
nice city.
yeah, have you been here? That
Last
means.
year, I got a chance to
Ah,
visit to that place. Yeah. There are a lot of
love.
hospitals.
Hmm.
Yeah. And again, I mean, I found that city very good. I mean, people are very cooperative, and doctors, especially, I found a lot of doctors over there, and their medical. I mean, if I talk about the uh, health systems or the, the medical facilities, that's great again in Kolkata,
Yeah,
like in
it
Delhi and Mumbai and other metros. Yeah, Kolkata is
is.
also great in when that comes to medicines and doctors and hospitals, all of that.
It is. It is.